One. Here we are. All right, we're live. Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. Today we got special guest Donyboy73. And what we're going to do today is we're going to have people in the chat. Don't ask your questions in the chat, please, because it'll go so fast we won't be able to see it. We did a format on my channel a couple months ago where we put the link in the chat, come onto the link, and then you could ask us a question. And that's the way it works, and that's the way we're going to do it. Please, no foul language and etiquette and everything proper like we like to do. And there's spots for 6 people in the chat. Who did we lose? Wait, we just lost Klaus. Oh, there's Klaus.
I got a quick question, Ken. Should I go on the YouTube stream or stay on StreamYard?
No, I would stay on the stream. If you have, you could do whichever you want. I would just, on the YouTube, any of us that are on panel, turn your volume all the way off on the YouTube. Because if you're on YouTube with it, you will get a wicked echo in here.
Yeah, okay, I'll stay here then.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so I'm going to put the link out in the chat right now, and we'll see if we have anyone that wants to ask a question, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, there is the link in the chat. So anyone, if you click on that link and you have your microphone and your camera ready, I'll see you in the basement. I'll make sure I know who you are. I'll ask you to wave or do something, and that way we don't get the haters up there, because some people are pretty smart. So I try and tell you to do something like, wiggle your hands and your toes and make sure you're a human and all that stuff, because I've been burned before on some live streams. So we'll see if anyone wants to come up. Donnie, if you wanted to talk about something bright, you were talking about possibly with winterizing, things like that. If you had anything you want to talk about to start, you could do that too.
Anything. I mean, for most people, they're putting away their snow equipment.
Definitely.
So I recommend, either drain your tank like 100% dry. If it's plastic tank, if it's metal tank, I do recommend leaving fuel in there. Unless you're keeping the machine in the shop, not getting moisture because they can rust. And then just put whatever canned gas, stabilizer, keep the tank full to prevent moisture.
Yep.
That's
more for metal tanks though, right?
Metal tanks, I would keep them full, kind of like when you put your motorcycle away in the fall. And shut the fuel valve off. The actual best way is to take the carburetor bowl off and let the carburetor dry and put the bowl back on. That's the ultimate best way. It beats everything else. That's how I do mine. I'll turn the fuel valve off, take the bowl off, let it dry, put it back.
Sure.
Some customers bring the equipment here. They get me to do that in the spring. And I tell them, don't turn the fuel valve back on. That's guaranteed to start. Guaranteed.
Cool.
You just got to watch the pump gas. It's so horrible here now.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a question, Jay? I see you in the chat.
I use that alkylate fuel instead. I mean, I do a service. I clean the bowl. I drain the tank. Half a quart of alkylate fuel in, start it up, and that's it. They always start in spring. Always.
Yeah. I use that too. I use the canned gas as well.
Yeah.
For some people, it's easier.
Yeah.
They want to drain a carburetor.
Yeah.
That's the easiest.
But you still got. I mean, I always recommend do your service at end of season, depending on what machine.
Yeah, get rid of that old oil with the acid in it and all that.
Absolutely, and the old fuel and the accumulated water and all that. Get that out. Clean the tank. Clean the bowl. Put in alkylate fuel. Change the oil.
Yeah.
You're good.
And I still recommend they start it if they just put the canned gas or any gas or stabilizer, whatever. I still recommend that they would start it.
Yeah.
Once a month if they remember.
Yeah.
But usually it doesn't happen. They might even forget altogether.
Exactly.
I mean, if your equipment is stored somewhere with high moisture content, or you have big temperature differences, you definitely want to start it up every month, because things will rust inside.
That's how it is here, Klaus. Extreme weather, it's damp. But I do recommend fill the tank up.
Yeah.
Fill up that space that can absorb moisture.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like I said, until someone comes up asking a question, and we'll just have us on there for now. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I invited a bunch of people. Maybe they're sleeping. I don't know.
We
It's
might
10
be a bit early. Yeah, we might be a bit too early.
Yeah, I just figured with Europe it's 5-6 hours, and with the West Coast it's 3 hours. So, we'll see.
Don, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How did you originally find that there was the internal screen on the fuel inlet on the PowerMore carburetor?
Yeah,
How
the
did you
MTDs.
find out that there was a screen?
That was by chance. So what I did one day is the machine would, they run for a bit, then they die. So I took the carburetor bowl out, and then I turned the valve back on to let the fuel go. And it would go a little bit, then stop. So I took the needle valve out, and I thought, well, that's not plugged. So then I took the fuel line off, looked into the connector, and saw the dirt. I thought, holy man, it's plugged. So I took out the whole connector and saw a screen.
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
Yeah.
Was that a wire screen or mesh, or what was it?
Mesh. Well, there's lots of videos on YouTube about it, but yeah, they're just a little mesh screen.
Okay.
Similar to the screen in your Walbro 2-cycle carb.
Okay.
Very similar.
Mm.
It's just a bad place because the carburetor can still be good.
Mm.
And
Is that a brass fitting on there that you? Because I don't remember. I remember seeing
They're
the video.
pressed in steel, aren't they? Like pressed in steel.
Yeah, some are brass. I had a bunch of carburetor. Here, I'll get a carbon show you.
The one I had, Stella, was like a steel barb, but you really had to put a vice grip on it to get it off.
Yeah, I remember the video, but I don't remember what the connector was.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
This is a PowerMore. It's a different connector. This one's steel.
Gotcha.
Now, does that have any glue or anything on it, or is it just pressed in?
It's just pressed in, but I use, I think it's Loctite 580 or something. I mean, you probably don't have to.
Yeah, like retaining compound.
Jake reinstalls them with Seal All, which is fuel resistant.
I've used a 518. Yeah.
Like whatever works, retaining compound, like what, just.
Oh yeah, 680. Yep.
Yeah.
It's probably not necessary, to be honest, but I always do it in case.
Should be.
I find
anyway,
when I buy the Chinese knockoffs of those carburetors, they're never clocked the right way.
Yeah, that's easy to move, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know sometimes it'll be sometimes a carburetor will be a different part number?
Yeah.
It'll look the same, and the only difference is that fitting, like you said, is cocked another way.
Yep. One thing I found too is the bushings. Good. Oh yeah. Yep. The bushings though on top where you put the governor link in. On some of them, it's too small.
Yeah.
I go to put the link in. I'm like, damn, they don't fit. What's going on? So now what I do is I drill them out.
Yeah, I try to avoid, like for customers, I try to just use OEM carbs.
Yep.
Because I've had too many comebacks.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
It's not worth it for me because they come back, then you got to do it for free, and you've wasted your time, and it leaves a black stain in their mind that, oh, I had to take it back.
Yep.
We just look for the Huahi or whatever. You can get the aftermarkets that are exactly the same as the OEM, as long as you're looking for that. It's exactly the same thing. So exactly. Yep. That's it.
Why? There you go.
Exactly. We use mostly aftermarkets, but they're exactly the same as long as
exactly. I do use some aftermarkets, but I'm picky about them.
Definitely.
Very picky. Like the Briggs 1450 snowblower.
Yeah.
I'm done using the aftermarkets.
Yeah, for sure.
It's huge liability.
Mm-hmm.
Huge. I mean, if that leaks in somebody's garage and something happens, you're done, man.
Yeah, definitely.
They'll sue you. And
absolutely.
Or even like people have nice epoxy floors.
Yeah.
You know, you could ruin a floor, then they're going to sue you for it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
Not worth it.
100%.
You know, but the GX 160s, those you can pretty well use any aftermarket carb for them.
Yeah.
They usually always work.
Mm-hmm.
The Tecumseh snowblower carburetors, 10 horsepower. I haven't had too much good luck anymore with the aftermarkets. The Oregon carbs used to be good, but now they're not as good.
Yeah.
So I've kind of went away from those.
I've completely stopped using aftermarket carburetors. Completely.
Yeah.
So even if you can get the same brand through an aftermarket, you still won't use it.
I use this. I know the markup is smaller on OEM, but I mean, those $25, $30 extra you can make, those are gone if it comes back, you know.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Right. So, and I've even stopped giving people the option, because if they say, "Oh, I'll take the cheap one," and it doesn't work, well, you're back at it. It's
Still
not
your fault.
Well, what'll happen is they'll have forgotten that they chose the cheap one, and they're going to put the OEM, and not pay extra. Okay,
For sure.
I don't even give them the options. Like that tractor behind you, Klaus.
Yeah,
they only get OEM carbs. Those machines,
Sure.
no aftermarket.
Nope. And
I'd rather not do the work for that type of people.
Definitely.
We got Brock in here now, he's always on my channel. He's
How you
he's
doing?
up in Michigan.
Doing?
So you got a question, Brock?
Yeah. What are some of Don's inspirations? YouTubers.
What's that?
Some of your inspirations.
Oh, for me, what made me want to do YouTube?
More or less like other content creators. Is there any other?
Oh, that I like? Yeah. I like James. I'll say that. I like James Condon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a really good one.
Jeremy Fountain, he's a very knowledgeable guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's he's polite, he's a nice
Yeah,
guy.
I invited Jeremy. I did send him an email, so we'll see.
Yeah, next time we'll do the stream later, Ken. I think we're a bit early.
He's 2 hours, I think, right? Texas?
I think it's
I think
only
he's-
one. I might
Is
be
it
wrong.
1 hour for Texas?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I could go on. There's a lot that I can talk about. It's nice to see, like, I watch other channels too. And it's nice to see, because the way it's presented, people like that.
Sure.
A lot of people.
I know you're into motorcycles. Do you watch a lot of motorcycle type?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah, I watch a lot of bike. I watch a lot of lathe videos. Machine.
Yeah.
The metal art that we talked about.
Yep. You got to watch Cutting Edge Engineering in Australia. I like it.
I think I've seen him.
Yeah, in Australia, he's really good. Big stuff, tractors, big earth movers and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen him. Yeah, he does repairs like it's amazing.
Oh yeah. Yep.
About the same guy here. Yeah.
Don, do you watch This Old Tony?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
There's Inheritance
his channel.
Machining, This Old Tony, A-Bomb79, all those channels.
I watch a lot of people in poor countries, like.
Wait, you mean the girl from the Thailand who could fix anything with her sandals and mud? You know,
I've seen
with
that.
no tools and the sandals
That's
and
right.
the mud cream and
Yeah, all the bolts.
it runs good.
Yeah,
I like it when they weld with sandals on.
I liked
right.
when she rewound an electric motor. I couldn't even do it if I had the tools, and she's doing it in the middle of a rice field.
Barehanded.
in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my
They have
God.
no choice. Like they have no choice. Those people.
Right.
The best though is the guys with the Arab with the white towels on and in the dirt,
The
like
sandals.
welding up axles on semi trucks.
Yeah, with no safety glasses. No.
Putting it in the lathe, it's like chunk chunk. The tool
Yeah,
is all chipped. It's making all kinds of sparks, and they're getting a 10-ton truck back on the road.
Yeah, and they still have both eyes.
Oh my God!
They
And they're stick welder. They're using rebar as an electrode. You know?
I have noticed some of those channels, they have a different presenter every 2 months.
Oh yeah, because it'll show the headstone of the old one. You know?
But you know what? These guys got us beat on the lathe. They can do anything with nothing.
Yep. All right, Brock, I'm going to throw you down. We got other guys coming up. Thanks
Okay.
for showing up.
Bye-bye, guys.
Hey, Brock.
Take care, Brock.
Well, you can learn from those guys. Like if you do any lathe work, go watch those guys
Hey.
from world countries.
How's it going?
You'll learn so much from those guys because they're kind of like the Cubans.
Well, it's like what not to do videos,
At least they're wearing safety sandals, so that's
right.
good.
Yeah. Well, I like to say it's funny. I always joke, because my son wears Crocs, and I keep telling him, you know what the holes are for? What? That's where your dignity leaks out. And
That's right.
Like, what? So no, but I have good friends of mine that do a lot of like fly fishing. They love those Crocs. For stepping on rocks and stuff in streams.
Yeah.
So, where's Hank? He's back. Hold on.
Do we have anybody else? If anybody has a question.
Yeah, I'll put the link out again. If anyone wants to ask a question, that's what we're here for.
Or if they ask it in the comments, I'll answer it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know how long or how fast it would be. If you want to put a question in the comment, you don't want to come up, that's fine too.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? How many of you guys have used the lathe?
Oh, I love my lathe.
Years and years ago, and it's been a long time.
It was same for me when I bought this lathe here, but I'll tell you what, if you get any little lathe in your shop, and you can learn just by watching YouTube videos.
Yeah,
it's like having an extra arm on your body, I'm telling you.
Yeah, for sure.
Once you have
I love watching the old original South Bend lathe tutorial videos from the 40s.
Oh yeah, that'd be like how where we're at.
Yeah.
I'm still scared of those. I'm scared of those machines. There's too many handles and knobs, and
you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
But I'm
Donnie, we got one of my regulars here. I think he wants to ask a question. Hold on.
Yeah, bring him on.
Let me bring him up.
You said Tyler and Eric are coming, eh?
They said they were. Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Yeah, I'm fixing to have to remove the tie rods. I got them off the front tires. They're loose. But the rear, I've got to turn the steering wheel in either direction to get to the nut. But the question is, let me show you what I'm working with.
Robert's got a Craftsman tractor. I think it's a YS or something.
Yes, Y4500.
There you go.
These are the knuckles, the new ones.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna have fun putting those on.
Yeah, the thing is, getting
the steering sector at the front easy, but the steering sector, yeah. There's always choice words that come out of anybody's mouth.
Now I said I got it under here last night and had to disconnect the front.
Yeah,
you
got the deck off. Yeah, if you can fit a wrench.
Yeah.
The back. I mean, it's a pain. It's a pain. Even I hate it.
Yeah, because I have. Yeah, I know.
You could take the center, the gear sector out, but if you can do it without taking that out, it's going to be a lot less hassle for you.
Yeah, because I got out here last night and, like I said, disconnected these from the front. But I know I'm going to have to replace the left side steering knuckle now because I noticed it was bent. Yeah. But the thing is, when I go to put the backside on, the front is adjustable. And Ken was saying it needs to be 1/8 to 1/4 inch.
The toe in.
Yeah, I'm using this little bolt as a measuring device because it's 1/4 inch thick.
Like you'll need you'll need like a wrench to hold the nut at the top on the gear sector.
Yeah.
And then grab a ratchet and a socket.
Yeah.
Because it's a bolt. It's not screwing into threads. It's a bolt.
Yeah.
But there's not much room.
Yeah. Because I
have a very thin wrench I use. A very thin.
Yeah, as thin as you can get.
Yeah, because I have this 1/2 inch wrench. Then my 9/16 inch.
That's it.
Yeah. I said I just got to get
the gear sector. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit bigger bolt.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part of the whole repair. Is to get off the gear sector.
Yeah.
And then there's usually a lot of dirt in there too.
Yeah. Let me see if I can light it up under here.
Sometimes you just got to feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, I had to turn the wheel to the left to get this steering rod to where I can get to the bolt, the nut on top. Then I have to do the reverse to the right side.
Yeah, it's good you got the deck off. That makes it easier.
Yeah, I got out here last night.
I
Yeah.
sometimes go from the behind and put the wrench in and then socket it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get this thing finished. The mold was good to me. Yeah.
Where are you from, Robert?
I'm in Eatonton, Georgia, Lake Sinclair.
Georgia?
Yep.
Nice and warm in Georgia?
Oh yeah, although they talking about we're supposed to get rain today.
We might get snow today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stella.
All right, Robert. We'll talk to you later, Robert. Thank you.
Take care, Robert. Hopefully that works for you.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Can you drop me down too? Leave some space in here. I think there's some people that may want to come up.
I think Hank is
Stella had 30.
Yeah, if anyone else wants to come up, you can drop me too, of course.
Stella had 30-degree weather the other day.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yes.
And that was crazy. What's it at now, Stella? Did it just
Right now it is, let's see, I got to do the math in my head. 57 minus 30 divided by, it's 15 right now.
Okay, yeah, you're half.
Yeah.
It's same here. We had 15 degrees, which is not normal.
Yeah.
Then the next day was like 0.
Yeah. It's
sure.
all over the place.
Where are you from, Martin? Where are you from?
Bloomington, Illinois.
Okay, you're all from the States there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd have similar weather to me, I think, eh, Martin?
It's about 62 today, going to be rainy, but yeah.
A bit warmer.
Yeah,
a bit warmer.
sure. Yeah.
Like here, like Wayne here, well, you're what, 3 hours, right, from me? 3 to 4 hours?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 4 hours, I think.
Okay, so if you drive from my place to Wayne's place, because we're in the same province, it's like a whole different weather pattern.
Yeah, crazy.
Even 2 hours, like I'm 2 hours from Toronto.
Hey, Randy.
Toronto.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Don. Got a question
How
for
are
you.
you? Yeah, go ahead, Randy.
Do you like to collect vintage objects of any sort?
I do. I would like to collect a really old lawn boy, but I'm just not many are coming in.
Sure.
Right. I actually have an old object myself.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you collect?
It's actually a fan, but it's not real.
Fans. Yeah.
It's actually not real. Can you want to give him the backstory on that?
Sure.
Randy's like into the HVAC and all that, and he takes that fan and he puts it on the intake for like when you have an HVAC system and lets the HVAC spin it. And they're called fan videos. And I'm talking hours and hours and hours.
I'll check
of
it out.
watching the fan.
Yeah, I'll drop a link in the chat when I get off of here then.
I'm going to show. I'll show you. Do you have another question, Randy?
Yeah. What? I got a question about a lawnmower too, Don.
Sure. Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
have a Craftsman M270, and I was wondering, does it matter if there's gears on the tires for the self-propel on the back? Because there's actually no gears on the mower itself. It's just a front-wheel drive.
Sorry, what are you asking?
Does it matter what tires I put on the back? Because I know I looked at all the tires, and there's gear markings on the back tires too, plus the front ones, but there's no gears on the back spindle.
I've done that.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't matter. It's not about a push more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the tires are the same on the same size, front and back.
Yeah, it won't matter what treads on the tires.
That's what I thought. I just wasn't sure.
It won't.
Cool.
Yeah. No.
All right. Thanks, Randy.
All right, bye.
Take care.
Do you know what I have here? Is a really old motor. I think that was used in a washing machine.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
It's on the shelf here.
Yeah.
Talking about old stuff there. You guys want to see it? Want to see it?
And then Hank shows up.
That's me.
Yeah,
And
thanks a lot.
I'll go get the motor. You'll watch. You can watch.
Donnie, is it the one that you kickstart?
Well, like a Maytag?
I never given to me by a customer, and I just threw it on the shelf because I like the look of it.
Looks like my
you
shop.
put a lot of stuff on that shelf.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You gotta,
Oh, that's an old rig.
you know, you gotta put your board in. And
Oh wow, that's a pull start.
you know what? I've actually never ever tried to start it. This went on a washing machine.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
awesome.
yeah. The old is that's a Briggs engine, right?
Here, there's a tag on it.
Like an FE.
Iron Horse.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Outboard. OMC. Outboard Marine. Yeah. Oh wow. Canada. OMC. They were popular. Actually, OMC became Lawn Boy in the
Yes.
States.
Yeah. And they, you know, Johnson parts for outboards.
Yep,
But
yep.
this is a 2-stroke.
Cool.
Sweet.
And I've got an old, and I think I'll take it out. Maybe make a video on it. It's an old Victa 2-cycle Australian motor.
Oh, Victa's Australia. Yeah, they have the blade where it flings around the 4 blades on the deck.
Yeah, the
Like
little
it's-
tiny ones.
Yeah, this one's a bit bigger than this one. I might dig it out this summer and make a video just for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We have friends in Australia that use the Victa, and because you can still get parts out there.
Really?
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I just kept it as just a collector item.
Yeah, we have a friend of the channel, Simone, and she uses a Victa push mower, and it's basically got like a 12-inch circle with 4 blades that hang out,
Wow.
and that's how it cuts the grass. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
So you guys were talking about aftermarket stuff earlier. And,
Yeah.
Here at EP, we'll give the customer 3 choices. They get aftermarket Amazon, no guarantee. Aftermarket stents, and in some cases, stents carries the OEM at a lesser price, and we give a guarantee with the stents for the OEM. And the problem with the aftermarket Amazon is exactly what Don is saying. Most of the cases, when you get one of those carburetors, there's an issue with it, and you got to come back. Like we had one carburetor, I think Jake did a video on it, where the actual body had a hole in it after a year of use. So the casting was so thin that it just wore through in that one area.
Nice.
And you wouldn't have known it at the beginning because it was a solid casting.
Yeah.
And the guy called up and he said, carburetor's leaking. When we got it back, we took a look at it. It actually had a void in the body.
That's crazy.
So it
My
had-
worst experience with a Chinese carb was it was leaking, and I took it apart, and the plastic float, the part of the float where the pin goes through, was snapped off. And I'm like, how did they assemble this?
Yeah.
You know, they knew it was broken, and they just put it together anyway. I don't know.
I've had,
That's the same problem I had with the HIPAA there. All right. They gave me a bunch of free carburetors and they were excellent. The packaging, everything was great. But when I went to buy one, they punched a hole in the wrong place. So the bowl was off.
I had that with a clutch drum on a saw. I bought it was actually a real, like an Oregon spur sprocket, okay? But they spot welded it off center. So when you put it on the clutch, it was like grab, not grab, grab, not grab. Like, so I looked at it, it was off 20 thousandths.
Yeah.
that would vibrate, Ken.
Oh my God. Oh.
Do you know what I've had with the carbs? Some of the carbs, some carbs aftermarket did not leak, but they didn't run right.
Sure.
Okay, but now I've got it down to science, which I know which aftermarkets to buy,
Definitely.
and I know which ones not to buy because.
Right.
So, like I said earlier, the GX 16390,
Mm-hmm.
you can buy that carb anywhere, and it usually 99% of the time works.
For $10.
The Briggs 1450 snow engine, no matter which one I try, I just don't have luck with them.
Yep.
The FS, FS 38 Stihl, the cheap trimmers.
Mm-hmm.
I used to try the aftermarket 2-cycle carbs, and I had so many comebacks with those. I don't know about you guys. Did you ever use them?
Seems the HIPAAs are the only ones that I'll ever use on a Stihl.
They work?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Because I had such bad luck.
Yeah.
So I tell people now, look, it's not running. You're getting a new carb from Stihl, or I don't want to do it. But the problem is here, that carburetor's $80.
Yeah. Yeah. So then it makes it basically the price of a new one, right? Or close to it. So.
Yeah. So it's like, I know they won't come back if I put that carb on, because you're not really making much money fixing that, and you don't want them to come back.
Yeah.
That's right.
For sure.
But the aftermarket carbs, for those, I just quit doing it.
Yeah. For sure.
Well,
I mean, if you do it for yourself, yeah, no big deal. Because if it doesn't work next week,
yeah. Then you just replace
nobody yelling at you, bashing you online.
Yeah.
that's what Klaus does. He says he will not do anything aftermarket. OEM, and that's it. He doesn't want no comebacks. You know?
Like, the Briggs and Stratton engines on lawn tractors, they are only getting the OEM here. I don't care if it's a $300 carb. If you don't want to do it,
Right.
because people, you can, like, Wayne, you said you give them the choice. You give them the choice, but often what I've seen happen is they conveniently forget that they opted for the cheap
Yeah.
version.
Oh, we've got the invoice, Donnie.
And-
Put right on the invoice.
And then when they talk to their friends, they won't say that they were too cheap to fix
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
Yeah, it's that guy there. That guy did that.
Well, we had a twin cylinder engine come in on a riding mower. Guy opted for the aftermarket carb because it was 285 Canadian
Very
versus
expensive.
585 for the OEM. So we put the aftermarket on, but on the aftermarket, the plastic intake, Jake had to grind it a little bit because the throttle or the plates at the front, they were too big.
You have to every time with those.
So they could fully open. So anyways, put it on, ran like a clock here. Jake cut the lawn. Guy came and picked it up, took it home. He was cutting his lawn for 45 minutes. It ran perfect. And then all of a sudden it started stumbling again. So he brought the car back, which we were able to send back to Amazon. And then we ordered the OEM. He put it on, and that thing's still running today, mint.
Exactly. So on those machines, Wayne, yeah, they're only getting OEM because I don't want to go through that.
Now, I forget which carb it is. It's a single-cylinder carb, Briggs and Stratton, and it's got the very small plastic needle valve. It's got the Viton or the rubber tip on the end. And that needle itself from Briggs, they listed at $55. I think our cost is like $51 or $52. You
For a needle?
And this is a little tiny. I mean, this thing is a tiny little type of needle, right? Crazy. So we ordered the aftermarket cards for $30 just to steal the needle valve.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then we pressure test it, make sure it seals, but it normally does. But so we're actually saving the guy. We're not using the card. We're just stealing the needle valve.
I'll tell you guys a weird problem that I had a few years ago that I've only seen once. So I had a Briggs V-twin on a snapper tractor that I ended up buying from the customer. This machine ran good, and then all of a sudden it would die. It would just die, okay? And I thought, oh crap, like what's going on? Like I checked everything over. It took days and days. But it came down to the fact that the needle valve would sometimes get stuck in the hole.
Yeah.
Okay. But it would happen randomly. You could use the machine for a week, it'd be fine, then all of a sudden, boom, it would do that.
Yeah.
And that was a hard diagnosis.
Yeah.
We had exactly the same thing with the auto shut off, the little solenoid shut off, fuel shut off.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
We test it, worked fine. You put it on the machine, worked fine, but sometimes it would stick.
Yes.
And it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And then finally, when the guy took it back and it happened again, we said, okay, we're going to order you a new. But again,
It's
the
expensive.
OEM one from Briggs was through the roof. We ordered an aftermarket carb, so it cost them I think it was $35 or something.
And you did okay with that.
Yeah, we just stole that solenoid, put it on the carburetor, and
Those solenoids, yeah, they're like between 100 and 200 here. Like we got We got to do a video, Ken. I'll have a bunch of part numbers, and we're going to compare. You're going to be shocked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shocked.
Well, the solenoid, I think Wayne and I talked one day. It was $39 or $49 here. It was $150 up his way.
Exactly. I know.
For a solenoid.
Like one
Yeah.
time, I did a carb for a guy, and I should have done just the whole carb because the solenoid was like over 200,
Yeah.
Wow.
and the carb was 450. And I thought, because you can do that, and then you still have a problem with that same carb.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just do the whole carb because I know they're not going to come back and bother.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Now, I can't believe the prices are so high. Your pay structure has to be higher too. Then.
Oh, we're taxed to death here.
I
I mean,
guess.
I'm a caregiver to my wife, and I don't collect welfare. I'm on my own, man. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I still get taxed to death. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
We pay 13% sales tax.
Wow. Yeah.
Like here, if you do well, you're better to incorporate because you can draw a small paycheck and leave your corporate money in that account.
Yeah.
And pay 15% tax on that
Yeah.
instead of paying 25, 30, 35 plus income tax. Can you imagine?
It's the same thing here. It's exactly the same or very similar to what you described.
Are you?
Being a corporation here, yeah. If you run S corp on everything, it's exactly the same. You just take a paycheck and then you leave the rest as a corporate profit. That you're.
I think you ought to become the 51st state in the United States.
He's like, no.
I won't get into that on here.
That's ridiculous, you know?
I told Jake I needed a raise. He said, I'll give you the same thing you gave me last year. It was,
What's that?
0. Oh, the old man don't make any money.
But our country has changed. It's not what it used to be. Okay,
Sure.
It's still a great country, but it's not what it used to be. I'm disappointed with a lot of things. That's all.
Sure.
It's still a great country, but
It is. It's a huge, nice, wilderness and everything, you know?
lots of resources. Yeah, lots of resources, but it's so expensive now. It's like in Europe. It's become expensive like Europe.
Yeah.
Like I know young people that make $65,000 a year gross that are single, and they're broke because.
Oh yeah.
So let's say they make $5,000 a month. Okay, they're going to pay over about $1,000 in deductions. So they got $4,000 net left. Their rent is $2,000.
Yeah.
Their car payment is $600.
You got to eat too, right?
I'm getting that. There's no money.
There's nothing
Electricity, water, everything.
So in 2019, if you made $65,000 here, you could have you could have bought a house.
Yeah.
You could have bought a house. Now they won't even give you a mortgage.
Yeah.
You don't make enough.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's hard for the young people.
Yeah.
If they don't have parental help, it's expensive.
Yeah.
If you have questions from people that are just watching that don't want to come on, that's fine too.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
ask.
there was one down there for me. He was just asking again what my thoughts on aftermarket were, and we use a lot of the Huawei brand aftermarket. To me, I've taken both of them apart. They're exactly the same inside. I don't see any differences. They're branded the same. That's what we try to use for everything. We do a lot of snow blowers and stuff during the winter. And I mean, we stock about 50 different carburetors. All of them are Huawei branded aftermarket carbs. We don't.
Same here.
Yeah.
Martin, if we use aftermarket, that's the brand we use.
Yeah. And I mean, I can't tell the difference. I've never seen any problems with it. The ones that I really despise are the 119-1980s, the Toro. Doesn't matter if you're OEM or aftermarket, they're junk. I mean,
On the snow blowers,
yeah, the little.
they're way too lean. They come in way too lean.
Man, I cringe every time we've got to do carb work on them because it just seems like no matter what you do, it's hit or miss whether it's going to leak or if it's going to run right.
It's the surging.
Yeah, exactly.
I preempt, like any card that I put on any machine, I preemptively take out those jets and enlarge them
Yeah,
without even wasting my time.
yeah,
I won't even put it on without doing that.
yeah. No, we
But I saw your video that you stopped the surgeon with the CFO.
Yeah, I was shocked with that. I'll be
that
honest.
is kind of crazy.
Now we
I
use
did not think that would work. I mean, I just did it because I've been getting questions,
Sure.
and I I wasn't expecting that. I mean, what I should do is drain the tank and put pump gas and see what it does. Maybe do a follow up.
now if you want to try something else, Donnie, we use a BG product here called SC2, BG SC2, which is
I've never used it.
supercharger 2 stabilizer.
Okay.
It's automotive. Jake's got an account with some company. You can't buy it off the shelf. I think they sell it on Amazon though. And the next door neighbor couldn't get his snowblower to start. He came over, bought a bottle, put the whole bottle into his gas tank, 6 ounces, and let it sit for about 5 minutes. Fired right up, ran smooth as a clock. Then he added more gas to it, fresh gas. Then we just had another customer show up, buy 3 bottles, and he said his neighbor's snowblower was running rough, but it ran. So he came and got a bottle. I told him to put a half ounce in. He put a half ounce into it, and he said it's. They both sat there listening to it run, and as it was running, it started to smooth out, and the RPM even picked up on it.
Wow. The thing I found with the Seafoam is that it seemed the exhaust seemed more
Yes.
smoky.
Yeah, it's excellent.
And I wonder, like in the video, the plug fouled. I wonder if it was because of that. But anyway, it's been fine since.
Huh.
That thing for months, I've had it here. You'd have to run it half choke all the time, even when it was under load.
Yeah.
And really, to be honest, when I made the video, I thought it would just be the same.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't have much faith, but it probably wouldn't work all the time.
Sure.
So whatever.
Connie, we got our friend here, Dick. He's in Birmingham, England.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Where they filmed the Peaky Blinders TV show.
Anybody that uses Dick's small engine repair or whatever, you're going to get deleted because of the word. So.
Oh yeah. No, sometimes they will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Be careful how you mention it. You know.
Yeah. When you say hello, either use it one word, because if you just say hello, Dick, it'll delete it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very sensitive.
The algorithm is strange.
Yeah, we're not deleting you. You know.
No. Yeah, but it will sometimes get deleted.
Well, Chat GPT's like that too. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's very picky as to what it'll do for you.
So here's a question I asked on one of Kenny's live streams on Saturday. How many people on the panel or viewers out there that do repairs actually have had to clean one of their own carburetors on their own equipment?
I don't think I've cleaned one of mine in 20 years.
Stella, I can't hear you. You're.
Yeah, you're on
Stella,
mute.
hold on. Are you muted, Stella?
Yeah, Stella can.
Hold on.
No,
Yeah, but
she's muted.
Just go into sound and see what your mic says, Stella.
Your mic is off. Oh, no, it's on.
Hold
You
on.
know
let
what
me go
happened
into
to me?
settings. Hold on.
I had to go back to StreamYard and update because I was losing you.
Try it now, Stella. I just hit your mic background noise.
I
Nothing?
think we might be a bit too early, Ken.
Huh.
Yeah.
Right?
Stella, go into StreamYard and update. That's what I had to do.
Huh.
Do you on Saturday? Do you get more viewers, Ken?
This usually we're at 46 right now, and generally on a good stream I'll get 50. But having a star such as yourself, I figured I'd be into the hundreds. You know, but again, it's early. It's early.
Yeah, I think we might reschedule. Like when we do it again, we'll do it at a different time.
Yeah,
But
I tried to satisfy West Coast and Europe. You know?
I think too. If you have a stream on it's too bad I can't come on Saturday because I think we'd have more on Saturday.
Yep.
But that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, guys like you and Martin, you're running a shop, you're open on Saturday. I mean, you got your business, you know.
Oh, it's hard. Yeah, I wish because I'm in the shop on Saturday, but there's always people coming in.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now, people just knock on your door, Don, or How does that
Knock
work?
or walk in, either or.
Okay.
Like this winter's been nuts.
Yeah.
How about you, Martin? Do people walk in, or do they have to have appointments?
It's all commercial shop anymore. If we're not here, we're not here. But when I ran it out of my garage for years, people would show up. It didn't matter. Saturday morning, Saturday night,
Sunday.
middle of the night. I mean,
It
it
drives you
was impossible. It did. That's why I'll never do it again. Nope. I feel your pain, Donnie. That's tough.
Yeah, it works good for me because I'm a
They can go to
caregiver.
the base.
That's
I have
true.
it for tomorrow.
Or we in
Oh, hey, hey, Erica.
Tyler and Erica.
Hey.
Hello,
I'll try calling you guys, Erica.
Hank,
Wayne.
Wayne, and Ken.
That's one of the reasons that Jake quit doing the videos, was because people walking into the shop.
Oh,
Like,
sure.
he's trying to do a video, and we actually got a sign hung up. So right now here, I would say 99% of the people have to make appointments.
Sure.
And on weekends, they know I'm in the shop. Jake takes weekends off now, so I'm in the shop on weekends. And if they want to buy parts or something, they come and see me and they walk in. But normally we tell them to call before they come to make sure somebody's here.
Sure.
Yeah, that's usually what I do too, Wayne. It just makes it easier.
Hey, Tyler, I saw
Yes.
your anniversary gift. I would have got that thrown at my forehead.
Yeah, but Erica loved it. Look at
I
it.
did.
She was
I love
excited.
chainsaws.
I tried calling you guys, Erica and Tyler.
Oh,
You did?
I did, yeah, a few times. But I
Okay.
just got the answering machine at the shop, I guess. I didn't leave a message.
Okay.
oh well. There you go. So we
I
tell
was going to
everybody.
ask if my chainsaw was ready, because it had been left there months ago.
Yeah, we screen our calls. If you don't leave a message, you're getting nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
If they couldn't leave a message, it wasn't important enough.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
Don, I
Exactly.
would like to thank you for doing all your videos.
Oh,
You've
thank
helped
you.
me out through the years since I started my shop.
Okay.
I always remember how small engines, YouTube, Donyboy. So,
Thank you.
thank you.
I'll try to make it out your way this summer on my motorcycle.
Absolutely. Sure.
Because
Every time we see Bill Archibald, I always say, "How's Donnie?" And he says, "Oh, my boss, Don." And I said, "No, I don't care about your boss. I'm talking about Donnie boy."
he did mention that.
Tyler, how the heck did you get accustomed to cutting so close to the ground without ruining your chain?
Yeah.
I'm a pro.
Practice.
Yeah,
Practice.
every time I see you do that, I flinch.
Yep.
Me too. I flinch a little bit too. I just, whatever.
That's
It's all for the video. It's okay.
Yeah.
to go. You guys know where I am, Tyler?
A little bit up Muskoka north, where
Yeah. Have you ever been here? No, you've been to Barrie.
Have we not been there?
You've been to Barrie, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you just drive 45 minutes, Highway 11.
Where were we in the fall? Where'd we go?
I'm in Gravenhurst.
We were up and bought chainsaws. Where was that place?
Not that far.
Was it before Barrie or past Barrie?
It wasn't anywhere near there. I can't
No.
remember.
It felt north to us.
Mhm. Do you have much? Well,
What do you think of the name of it? What was the name of the place?
Yeah,
Come
well,
on.
but where you guys are, it's a lot like here. Like you get
Oh yeah, we probably have. You might get more snow than us. You get quite a bit of lake effect, do you?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
So where we are, we sometimes we're south or we're north of Lake Ontario, so we get lake effect sometimes, but usually it blows
Never, hardly ever.
like towards New York State.
Oh, you don't get it.
So we don't get a lot of it, but yeah.
Okay.
The
I
question-
see. Yeah. How did I get started in that? It's something I did on and off for many years. Like I worked in some mines up north when I was younger.
Oh, sure.
Wow.
And then when I moved here, I kind of went back to it because it went well with the because it's kind of hard for me right now to go to another job because of the caregiving.
Definitely.
So I do everything from my residence, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got back into it more heavy duty, and it just it kind of exploded and got busy. So it's been okay.
It's good.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah. I do have college education, but in a different field.
What's that in, Donnie?
Law enforcement.
Sure. Okay.
So I might, maybe in the future, as I get older, I might just go back to another job that way, maybe.
Sure.
Because then you're not using your body as much.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the goal. Muskoka is the best. We used to go roughing. Oh yeah, Turtle Lake, Woodland Lake. Also, go every year to French River. Very nice. Yeah, I used to do more fishing when I lived up north near Timmins. So I'm originally from up north. Okay, I don't know if anybody here knows where that is.
Is that where Shania Twain's from?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Shania. Ooh.
Shania Twain. I've never met her, but other question: is there certain equipment you won't work on, like Ryobi? Yes, I won't work on Ryobi. I'll do your bar and chain and your oil, but if it doesn't run,
yeah,
I can't bill all the hours, and then they come back next week and with another problem that is supposed to be the same problem that they paid for before. So not worth it.
For sure.
You're wasting your time.
I remember you saying that you would never work on a McCullough, what was it, a Mac Mini or another tiny chainsaw like that? Never again?
Never again. If it's for yourself, yes, okay, maybe. Yeah. But don't if you're doing it because you need to make an income, you're going to work for less than minimum wage.
Definitely.
Right.
And you're going to get headaches.
Yeah.
Major headaches.
We have an expert on panel here, or McCullough. Tyler.
No, that's,
Do you guys take McCullough and Ryobi in your shop? Erica?
If it's not a video, then no.
Exactly. I will only do videos on that stuff.
Sure.
No,
I'm waiting for one of those. What are they, Don? The Mini Mac. You had a video on one once, and you warned everyone, "Do not work on this."
That's over a decade ago.
Was it? I've never had one in the shop. I'm waiting.
Well, take one in. Take one in for a customer and count all your hours, and see what you're able to bill for it.
Come on back, Ken. There's room for you.
No, James Condon was going to come up. Then he disappeared. Come on back, James.
Yeah, I'd like to meet James. we have the same speed of talking in our video.
Yes, very,
when
very
I first
calming, never an issue.
When I first saw him, that's exactly what I thought.
Right.
If I want to take a nap, I'll listen to James, for an hour and a half, and I'll zone out.
What's relaxing, eh?
Yeah.
I wouldn't make longer videos, but it is hard when you're running a shop to make videos. I'm sure, Erica, you make a lot of the videos. You would know what I mean.
Scotty,
it's very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we're coming into this season here now where we know that the videos are going to suffer because we have to choose between one or the other.
Yeah.
Like I'm by myself, so I got to answer the phone, do the billing, do the repairs. If there was somebody else with me, then you could say, I'm going to go hide for 2-3 hours and make a video.
Yeah. Do you have any hired help? Do you have anybody help you?
No.
No.
Nothing. Nobody. It's a hassle for me.
It is. Yeah.
I'd rather not. I'd rather more pick and choose the jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Pick and choose the jobs, because if you hire people, you have to take on more jobs to pay them, jobs that you normally would not take.
And then you have to hope they come to work, and yeah.
Right.
They're on the phone for a big part of the day. They might steal your trade secrets and then go undercut you and be your competition.
Okay, Donnie, here's
Hey,
James Condon.
Nice to meet you, James.
Good morning. It's a pleasure
Hi, James.
to meet you.
Hey,
What an
they
honor.
say we're similar. They all say we're similar, you and me.
Yeah, I think we have a similar tone in our videos.
Yes.
It's relaxing, I'm told.
That's
Yes.
exactly what we were saying. But if
I always feel like nothing can go wrong. You know, that's what I hear.
That's when you turn the camera off and you swear or go
Yeah,
to bed and think
you
about
don't-
it.
you don't leave that in, right? So yeah,
Oh,
so
no.
it makes people think that when they do it, it'll be that easy as well.
Well,
Daddy's got a question.
some people criticize that too. They're like, leave it all in, and it's like, you don't want it all in. You're not gonna.
Not all of it.
You won't be able to watch it. It'll be too painful.
Yeah, it wouldn't look professional either.
Power Smart junk.
But YouTube too, like you gotta watch what you say in there. You can get penalized or
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen channels with a million a million subs. They're out. They're gone. I used to watch them and they're gone. It's like, what happened? It's because they're content, you know?
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
you could do members area and maybe leave the uncut stuff maybe and get away with
you
it.
could do that. Yeah.
But then it can get leaked out. It can get leaked out. You know, like how some people on YouTube and TikTok they'll download our videos and re-upload them.
yeah.
That is a bit annoying.
Yeah.
So
But
Apparently, I have a whole
we're
Facebook
not
page.
TikTok. No,
but
we're
a lot-
not on TikTok, but we're on TikTok. But we didn't put it there.
exactly that happened to
Yeah.
me. I mean, I don't know if it's even worth bothering with that.
Maybe it creates a little bit of. Maybe it brings people to the channel without doing any work.
Yeah, it's
I see them. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It may not
Yeah.
be bad. It might give you some exposure.
When I
But
first seen it, I was like, "Oh my, why is?" And then I just didn't even. I just left it.
the
Well,
problem
there's. Sorry. Go ahead.
the problem would be is if they re-upload to YouTube and try to monetize your videos.
That would be yeah.
Right.
I haven't seen that, but I see our like TikTok reels of our content, and it's like sped up a tiny little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Jake's
No, it's
running
completely
Russian
different.
right now with Russian talking.
Yeah, because a lot of people want to profit from our videws without doing the work.
Yeah.
It's
There
a
Well,
was-
shame.
the one
There
thing
was
you
a
can
question on
do.
the Power Smart snow blowers. I'm going to tell you, lawnmowers look great. They're likely the nicest looking lawnmower you can buy, but the front end is going to break off. Everyone we've got here, Power Smart lawnmowers, the front plastic.
Oh, Power Smart.
Two wheels, yeah, that snaps right off. And the replacement.
Anybody want some hot off the press information on Cub Cadet?
Uh-oh.
They are
Yes.
exiting. They are exiting the gas snowblower
I
market.
heard.
But-
And
oh, did you hear that?
long time ago. Yeah, I don't.
And what
Oh,
are
did
they?
you?
And what are they
Oh,
going to
Rep
have?
just told us.
Is
What
that
are
the
they
whole?
going to have in place?
Pardon?
What are they going to have in place?
They're working on a collaboration with
Probably Power Smart.
another company
Oh no.
to possibly make snowblowers for them.
Okay,
And you know what
because
that
it's-
means.
Because I know that the local distributor got rid of their battery operated one they had in. I don't know if it was prototype or whatever, but they had all kinds of issues with it.
It's too
Solid.
cold up there for batteries.
Yeah,
I think Martin asked if I work on Power Smart. I only if it's a good existing customer.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Good point, Don.
If it's a cold call, somebody I don't know and they bought that, I just say, hey, you can try another shop.
Yeah.
They're anyway. I don't.
There was another question out there. What's the panel's worst experience with small engine work?
With the engine or with people?
No, worst experience with a customer. I think it was Big Daddy was asking.
We
we'd be here all day.
we need to do a separate stream on that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Why don't we save that? But one of the worst ones, I'll just be really quick, is people that accept the estimate. Okay, and they can't make up their mind. You give them a whole day to decide, and then they say yes, go ahead and do it. And then when it's ready, they accepted it, and they say you F-bomb ripped them off.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, you didn't have to do it. You had the choice.
Right.
I'm going to make a video on 2 experiences I had this winter. What I've noticed is a lot of cases of dementia.
Whoa.
And I'm not saying this to be smart. It's something that is coming up over and over again.
Right.
Okay. One lady thought that she called me 2 months after she got her machine to tell me that I had delivered the wrong machine.
Huh.
I did not deliver the wrong machine. And I went back that day, even though she berated me and used the F-bomb. And it was just, I even videotaped it with my phone to protect myself. It was so wacky.
Yeah.
It was so wacky. It catches you off guard. But what can you do?
Yeah.
I know, really.
You know, it's funny you say that because we haven't had that one, but every season we get at least 3 or 4 calls where the person will say, I'm just checking in on my zero turn, let's say. Okay, what's your name? And I go looking for it and I'm like, uh-oh.
Not there.
And I'm like, I don't have anything. Well, I dropped it off there 2 weeks ago. And I'm like,
No.
just give me a few minutes. And I'm like, everybody, where is this machine? And then in the end, you find out, like, where did you drop it off? Well, at your place. I said, what address did you drop it off at?
Wrong number.
And they give you a different address, but it just shakes the shop up for a minute. Like
it does, yeah. Yes. Yeah. It happened to me. That's happened. This lady, I'm not saying this to talk bad about her, but because I've been doing her machines for 5-6 years, and all of a sudden, she thinks her machine was a different color.
So that happens all the time.
There's something going on. I'd say it's 50-50.
But you're power washing them too, Don. So a lot of that, it's black when they're dropped off. And when you're returning it, it's red. So
yeah.
That's, I mean.
Well, this one was a snowblower, and I don't power wash the snowblowers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I did go back to just confirm. I never used foul language with her, even though 75-year-old lady just swearing like a truck driver. But I kind of felt sorry for her, but at the same time, you got to protect yourself.
Definitely.
Yeah, I just went over. I said, yeah, lose my number and don't ever call again. I mean, this is retarded.
Yeah.
Yep.
I blocked many numbers.
Oh, yeah.
You can do better making videos on YouTube than dealing with this crap.
Yeah, for sure.
Eventually, I'm 52, okay? When I get closer to 60, I think I'm going to divert more of my work. I'm going to divert more of my work to YouTube.
Sure.
Yep.
Not deal with this crazy stuff.
Yeah, and like you said, Tyler and Erica, we get that probably 6 or 8 times a year where people will call and they're like, well, you've had it for 3 weeks now. And I'm like, we've not even had anything for 3 weeks that we haven't called on. It's like, where did you drop it off? Exactly. That's the first thing we go to.
Yeah.
It does. Really shakes you up like we lost something. Or
Did you lose it? Did someone steal it?
Yeah.
Like what?
Uh-huh.
There's some. Yeah, I hate those phone calls. Just
Happens.
Yeah.
we all go searching who received it, where's it set.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Donnie, you can get like AI voice modulators, so you can make that phone call to Erica to say, "Where's my mower?" It'll change your voice.
I was online with Stella the other day, and I said we should call Erica and Tyler and say, I dropped off a chainsaw like last fall.
Yeah.
And it's like, is it ready yet?
Mm-hmm.
But
you can give her the right address.
Never.
I may seem like Mr. Nice Guy sometimes, but I've had some nasty phone calls where I told someone some very nasty things.
I said it to their face here in the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to say it to somebody's face. The only customer I fired, he had no understanding or acted like he didn't understand that I could not provide warranty work. He had bought some lawnmower off of Amazon or something like that. It wasn't even like it was a big box store. And he went through the procedure, and they said you got to take it to so and so's small engine, and he didn't want to do that. And he was just. I fixed it for him, and actually it was a manufacturing defect. If I recall correctly, the bowl gasket somehow got folded over, and it was leaking fuel and not running right and all that sort of stuff. And so I fixed it, and basically, he thought I shouldn't charge him for the repair, and I said, see you later, don't ever call me back again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Well, we've got a customer that brought us a Toro self-propelled personal base lawnmower last year that needed it the next day because it commercially cuts. That lawnmower is still here in the shed.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I text him, he's come and paid the invoice. The good thing is he paid the invoice, but I've stored that piece of equipment here the whole winter.
That's no good.
Because he'll be next Tuesday, right? I'll be there next Tuesday.
And if it gets stolen or broken, you're on the hook for it, apparently.
Well, right now he's going to have another invoice because that's his fuel in it. We didn't do a carb job on it, and it's his fuel, so it likely won't start now because I don't know if he uses a stabilizer. So it'll be another bill. If he can't get it going, that's not our problem.
Nope.
That's not what we fixed.
We have that on the invoice too. The warranty starts when it was repaired, not when he picked it up. So,
Yeah.
Smart.
I'll pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Yeah,
exactly.
That's right.
I want to say hi to Andrew. He was just up in the comments here. He's a guy from, there he is. So Andrew, he comes to Muskoka here and he stops at my shop in the summer, and he's a great guy.
Sure. Hey, Andrew.
Did you have him on a video?
No.
No?
No, but he'd probably come on live, like right now, if he wants. He might have a question for us. You'll like him. He's a character. So James, you've got, is this your full-time job or is this a side gig for you?
Well, it was not a full-time job until about a year and a half ago. I actually had a day job.
Yeah.
Paid me quite well, and I unexpectedly lost it. So I've been doing YouTube full-time now for about a year and a half.
That's good.
Which has been great. But as you pointed out earlier, there's a lot of expenses. Like we were looking at purchasing life insurance for a family of 5.
Oh,
obscene.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to protect yourself that way. Yes. I sometimes I wish that all I did is YouTube.
Sure.
But it's nice when you do YouTube and the shop because you have lots of props. You're kept. You know what's going on in the industry better.
Yeah, and you have plenty of content to do it, right? So,
You do.
Right.
But if I
The
was,
odd thing is,
go ahead.
no, I would say the odd thing is, although I'm not a shop, I don't have customers. Local subscribers find me and bring me stuff all the time. Like I don't have to go out and find content anymore. It finds me, which is good and bad. I mean, sometimes people try to bring me things that are just a dirty carb, and it's like, no, it's in too good a condition. You need to bring me something worse.
Yeah.
So,
You know what, James? You can go on Facebook Marketplace, stuff off the side of the road. If I was in your position, if I become that way, that's all I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got a huge collection in my stuff that I could do YouTube videos for 5 years. Just the junk I have, man.
Sure.
I
That's
bet.
what
I saw one of your videos. You got a couple of sheds, a couple stashes.
Oh, let me show James all the scrap snowblowers from this.
Oh,
That's just the part that you're seeing. There's about twice that. These are all.
Oh.
hobbies.
Wow.
I did between 100 and 200 blowers since September.
Yeah.
Wow.
No exaggeration, okay?
Uh-huh.
No exaggeration.
Believe it.
You can ask Bill, Erica, if you see Bill, ask him how busy Donnie was when he came here. He shook his head. He's like,
Yeah.
but it was stressful. It's stressful.
Yes, I know.
Hey
We
guys,
talked to Bill a couple days ago. He's they're taking over the BCS in Canada. Did you see that?
No, I didn't know that.
So Echo Canada carried BCS. I don't know if you see BCSs very much.
No.
But Theo has taken BCS everything over.
They're easy to work on. They're
BCS.
easy. Yeah.
BCS, those big walk behind tractor.
Oh, okay, I'll have to check that out. It'd be
And
nice.
the people that own them don't mind spending, so
Yeah,
it's nice. It's a nice job.
Like market gardener type people, like serious gardeners who don't want to own a compact tractor, but they're, typically people who
You'll get a different clientele.
Yeah.
With
Mhm.
that stuff, okay? So the people most people that bring Honda snowblowers, it's a different kind of clientele. You usually have less problems with them.
Yep, higher end equipment, higher end customers.
And I'll tell you one thing that I've noticed over the years here, because I talk with a lot of the customers when they come in, people like that. If you have a customer and you know that they're volunteers in your community, food bank, anything, any type of volunteering, if that person's a volunteer, you usually never ever have a problem with those people.
Sure.
They're a different kind of people.
Hey, real quick, guys, I just wanted to give a shout out. There's a radio show that I usually call in every week on a Sunday at 12 called Motor Mouth Radio. It's 90.3 WHPC, Nassau Community College in Long Island. If you're into hot rods, old cars, car mechanics, and even small engine stuff we talk about too, check out Chris and his partner there at Motor Mouth Radio. Great show. Just want to give him a little plug.
It's a great podcast. It has some of those feelings of like Tom and Ray from many years ago.
Yeah, like the old click and clack. But
yeah.
It's funny because these guys are my age. We're in our 60s. One of them's in Long Island at the station. The other one's from home by me in Connecticut. And it's just, they have on the other day, they had Mike's Carburetor, who rebuilds and restores carburetor and sells car parts. They've been all the graveyard cars. They did a promotion for them. I mean, they've been around for, I believe it's been 10 or plus more years, but just a great show. It's on noon on Sunday from Long Island, Motormouth Radio, and they not simulcast, they'll broadcast the whole show on YouTube a few hours later, like an hour or two later. So you may hear my loud voice on there once in a while. So just
he's watching right now, I think, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone asked if anybody's ever had any equipment that's been stolen from your location.
Not that I'm aware of.
I've been lucky. I usually make it so that they can't steal it.
Sure. We had one that we went to pick up, and it was an older gentleman, and he actually helped people. He had his mower out in his drive, and some junk guys came by, and he thought it was us. And he helped them load his mower up and take it with them.
Oh, dear.
So, yeah, that was a mess. That was probably the closest we've come. So that was an interesting one. We helped out with getting him a different mower or whatever. But, yeah, that was a mess. It was just, he felt really bad. And he felt really bad, because it was an older guy type of thing. But, yeah, closest we've come anyway.
We had a customer, we had fixed his mower, delivered it back to his place. He paid us. We left. About 3 hours later, we get a phone call. Did these guys come back and pick up my mower? And we said, no, why? He said, well, I was cutting the back lawn. I started to cut the front lawn, decided to go in and have lunch, and my mower's gone, so I figured you guys might have forgot something. Nope. I said, you know what's happened? Somebody's driven by, you had it close to the road, and they found it scrapped, so they picked it up. I said, best deal. It's likely somebody on your street. Put a sign in front. Please return my mower. And 2 days later, the mower was back at the same spot they took.
Nice.
Yeah, yesterday I did a snowblower delivery, and on my way to the customer, I drove by a driveway with the people's snowblower right at the end of the driveway left there. It looked like they didn't want it.
Sure, definitely.
But I didn't pick it up because there wasn't a free sign on it.
Yeah.
But it would have been easy to think that. Somebody asked about propane conversion on generators.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to give my opinion?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't do many of those because there's liabilities involved. Okay. If you're not an HVAC guy and something goes wrong, you're in deep trouble.
Sure.
So I stay away from that.
Same. Yeah.
I would do it for me. But not for someone else.
Yeah, we don't work on propane equipment at all. We just turn it away.
But do you work on the electrical side of it? Like if someone brings a generator to us and says it won't start, fine. But if they bring it to you and says it doesn't make power, do you work on that side of it?
Only 50% of the time. I'm not as good as James is on the
Either.
power stuff.
No, he's great.
I had James' knowledge. But what happens with that is there are liabilities involved. But I will tell the customer, look, if I don't have the capacitor that's in the back, you take it out from there.
Mm-hmm.
I usually keep a lot of those, and I'll tell them, look, I'll try a capacitor. If that works, you're good to go.
Yeah.
If it's a deeper problem than that, you might have to go somewhere else. Just buy a new machine.
Yeah, a lot of times there's not a lot you can do unless it's a capacitor or brushes or a regulator, because there's not only so many things it can be. And I'd say 50% of the time or more, probably more like 80% of the time, it's something pretty bad, with the stator.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, you repairing those is crazy. You repairing all the broken wiring and stuff, James. It's good stuff. It's good info.
And like if I just did YouTube, I probably. Oh, hey, Andrew.
Hey. What's going on, Donnie?
And we'll get to you. I probably, like James isn't, he's good at it. So you can make an hour video. People are going to watch it.
For sure.
But here, when you're running a shop, is like, it's hard to justify spending 2-3 hours that you cannot do. That's where the problem is, and then it'll end up in the scrap anyway.
I don't know how anyone that runs a shop can do YouTube. Like you get so much equipment in, so many customers waiting for their stuff back.
Yes.
It's hard. Must be hard to stop and say, all right, I'm going to spend an hour or two on this.
It takes both.
I don't think I'd be able to do it.
It's tough, James, because when you're doing something and somebody disrupts your group, you got to get back into it. And let's say you're working on it, you got a tool in your hands, the phone rings, somebody comes in the shop, you get up, you put that tool somewhere, then you come back, it's like, hey, where did I put my stuff?
Yep.
I know.
Yep.
I want you guys can meet Andrew here at the top.
Hey,
everybody.
Yeah, he's a funny guy, but he stops in he stops in my shop. I've serviced some of his.
Me up, everybody. It's nice to meet you all here on the panel. Cheers.
Hey, Andrew.
You too, Andrew.
Cheers.
Yeah, Andrew's you're in Stratford, Ontario, right?
Yep. We got some more Canadians in here with us, or where's everybody from?
Ontario.
Oh, nice.
Somewhere in Ontario.
New York.
Right.
Oh, you're in New York.
That's awesome. Yeah, cheers. Thanks for having me up. Yeah, I'm a small engine enthusiast, as Donnie knows. He serviced a pile of my chainsaws and got me on the right track. And I do about 60 cord of wood a year. So I just figured I'd come on up. I saw Donyboy got the link posted for me, so I just figured I'd honor that.
And
say
Andrew,
hi and meet some new people. Yeah,
Andrew's got a different type of channel if you want to check him out.
Oh, sure. Yeah, by all means. Yeah, we we do hydroponic, a lot of hydroponic gardening. I own a company that designs and manufactures hydroponic growth systems. So, we do a lot of growing, but we also have just like a country hobby farm lifestyle too here on our channel. So we kind of intermingle our hydroponic builds and experiments and all that stuff with our outdoor, gardening. And I do a lot of wood splitting actually on our channel as well. So, I just love getting out in nature and being with being one outside with Canada's weather there and getting after it. So yeah, I mean, we have a lot of good stuff going on our channel, but definitely Donnie Boy and I got to connect by happenstance. I do construction renovations, and I was working up his way there, and happened to just Google a local repair. I was looking for a chainsaw for my father-in-law on the drive home from work one afternoon, and the rest is history. Here we are now, long fast friends, and yeah, guys, cheers for having me up. I appreciate the coming up on panel and getting to meet all you fine folks. So yeah.
So Andrew, Wayne is Canadian as well, from near Niagara Falls.
Nice.
Andrew, you got any hydroponic wheat growing?
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, we've all been. It's been a tough winter, eh, everybody, or what?
It's been a long winter here.
Yeah.
Feels like it's never gonna end.
Yeah.
Yep. Hopefully soon.
So you guys all do small engine repairs? Do you do a lot of chains, splitters? What do you guys fix up?
Everything, eh?
Yep. Everything. Anything.
Andrew, if you have a generator problem, the guy there, James Condon, he's the guy to go with.
Yeah.
We got like 3 generator problems. So there we're gonna get
Yes,
come on.
The generator wizard.
Damn sure, yeah. Absolutely, man. Freaking country power lines suck. It's been crazy. We've had storms here for like the past 3-4 days. So we've actually been putting them to the test there. I don't know if any of you guys have been rocking a generator recently.
No, we've been good for several months.
I recently got one of those blue Etties for my sump pump. Best thing ever.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're expensive, those power stations.
Yeah.
But anybody watching, if you hate to deal with gas, you live in a condo, townhouse, just get a power station.
Yeah.
Because usually that's all you're going to need for a couple hours power outage.
You're not wrong.
So I unplugged the blue Eddy from the wall. It ran my giant, I use a trash pump in my basement. It's a 2-inch, it's $1,000 sump pump. Very expensive, very big. It ran it for 8.5 hours. I was very impressed.
Wow.
Yeah. And the cycle was 22 seconds on, 47 seconds off for pretty much the whole time.
9 hours.
The whole day.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, we live in an old farmhouse, and the basement, like somehow they went into the bedrock back in 1890.
So,
and when it rains or the snow melts, the water, it's bad down there, and our furnace is down there, and so
very impressive.
if we're away, even you go to town and the power goes out and the water's running, we've came home and our furnace was underwater. Like, it happens.
Oh man.
So this thing will kick in automatically if we're not there, and we know we have 9 hours, a safety net of 9 hours.
Well, actually, here it is on the phone telling me what it's doing right now. Nothing, pretty much nothing. There's an app for it.
Wow.
So last week you guys got a lot of melt like we did here.
Yes, we had a big meltdown.
Big time.
Rain.
It's extreme.
It was the first melt of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a question for James there.
Yes.
Are you near New York City, upstate New York?
Yeah, I'm closer to the city. I'm about an hour north, actually really close to the Connecticut border, like the western part of Connecticut.
Okay.
So I'm probably about 5, maybe 6 hours from Niagara Falls, if I remember right.
Oh, you're close from You're close to Ken. You're close to
you're close to me. Yeah, not too far anyways.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been to New York City once in my life, James. That was
I used to work there.
that was pre 9/11. Pre 9/11, I actually filmed the trade towers inside.
Wow.
With a camera. It's on my YouTube channel if you dig enough for it.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Way back. Yeah, we had basement flood last week there. We had a pump failure. So just like what everybody was just talking about now, even if we'd had backup power for it, like I think. Well, no, we didn't even lose power that night. It was that I came down to the basement just full of water. The pump had failed. That was it. It was just an old pump that burnt out. We didn't have any electric relay for it or anything like that to let me know it wasn't happening. And yeah, I came down to about 5 inches of water in our finished basement there, like last Tuesday or something like that. I think it was just a good old Monday and Tuesday, and I had to start with some wet feet. So that was I totally get what you're saying there, but of course that was those ones. Was like you know, we had to call insurance obviously, but yeah, I mean it just sucks because that was a pump failure. It wasn't even electrical failure like we were talking about with the power inverters and stuff like that. So yeah, it was just that all this melt that we've been having, and now of course we're back into a blizzard again. So I'm actually kind of thankful that it's of all of this mess that we were living in there. So
well, our sump in the shop was running every 2 minutes the other day when it was raining.
Maybe lost audio there. Yeah, that happens.
Our stress level was right down because we had a 22 kilowatt generator, natural gas generator installed. Mm-hmm. So, like, beautiful. If the power goes out, I got instant power with natural gas now.
You got standby, Wayne? I kind of missed
that. It's the Generac natural gas, 22 kilowatt. Yeah, so it just powers up the shop, it powers up the house. Yeah. And I don't have to worry now. But if the pump fails, yeah, you're going to have issues.
One of those.
Yeah, I'm getting one it. One of those? Oh, nice.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be an upcoming video.
I think he already did.
I was going to say, like a lot, and if viewers are watching, but I tell customers, if you can't afford the Generac, just get the Jenner link that goes to your meter.
Hello.
Good day, Bruce. How are you?
Great. How's everybody?
This is absolutely fantastic. I've got Donny Boy and Bruce in the same show because you two are the reason why I'm doing this.
Oh, really? Oh, nice to hear. Nice. Yeah. I hope I can visit Denmark one day. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah. Well, come in summer.
Yeah, always nicer in the summer.
Yes, it is.
Always nicer in the summer. Oh, we just got
and you'll be amazed, Donnie, because by car you are 15 hours away from Denmark, Germany, France, Italy, Sweden, Norway. I mean, it's not big.
I'd like to do Norway and Sweden and the Baltic country there. Yeah.
You gotta go on a boat though, but otherwise it'll be. But yeah, it's doable and things. I mean, when you guys talk distance, I'm kind of like.
Oh, here, like for me to get out of Ontario is what, 7 hours?
Yeah, I know. 7 hours. I'll be having dinner in
another country,
southern part of Germany.
Yeah, and you're not even leaving the province, Don.
Yeah, exactly. If I go to the next province, it's a bit more.
We drive to Italy every summer and northern Italy, and that's straight running 17 hours and you're there. But it is, things are just smaller over here.
Like where I live, it's a tourist area.
Yeah.
And I think a bit where Tyler and Erica live, there is a cottage country there too.
North of us is what do they call like lakes? Bon Echo, yeah, there's some cottage country, and then Prince Edward County south of us, which is touristy as well.
We have American actors that have cottages here, which is okay, but what it drives the price of everything. Like it drives the real estate up. It's expensive.
Isn't that who cottages or has a home up near Donnie? The famous guy who talks about money.
What's that, Eric?
Kevin O'Leary. Does he have a place up there?
Yes. Well, they do boat up here. Remember that notorious accident?
Yeah.
Yes, the drunken
so
boating.
If you come here and you come with me and my friend on this boat, he'll show you exactly where that happened. So you can make your own conclusion about what really happened. But Steve Martin Short is here. I think Tom Hanks has a cottage here. Hockey players, Cindy Crawford, like yeah.
Yeah,
Do they stop in for chainsaw
Kurt Russ
repair?
won Goldie Hunter in the area too, right?
I've done stuff for hockey players, and I've had customers bring stuff for other people like that, like people that they work for them. You won't really see them. They like their privacy. Nobody. Yeah.
But I know a guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's famous around us? You know who we don't live far from is Tom Green.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's Canadian, but he lived in Los Angeles for years, and he's come back to Canada. And
oh, neat.
Yeah, he's not too far from us.
Neat.
Canadian.
Thomas Andrews just dropping by, saying hello and bye. I am at work. Thanks for doing that.
But I mean, Donnie, if you ever want to go the Europe way, I mean, bring your motorcycle. There's a lot of people doing a lot of motorcycling during the summer holidays here. A lot.
You can rent one, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That would be easier. But I do want.
You want to rent it in Germany, though. You don't want to rent it here. You want to rent it in Germany.
Okay. Cheaper. I do want to go see Tyler and Erica on one of my motorcycles because
anytime.
I think I can get to your place by bypassing the 401. Correct?
Just go number 7 to Caladar.
Yeah.
I'll take the back road. Yes, it'll be Saturday or Sunday, but I'll give you heads.
Anytime.
Just leave a message when you call, and we'll get back to you.
I will. We can even make a video together if you want when I'm at the shop.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You know,
Klaus, how far are you from the Stihl factory in Germany?
About 6 hours, 5-6 hours.
We are trying to win a trip to Germany.
Oh wow!
Stihl is going to send some Canadian dealers over there, and so you never know. We may be coming. We'll see.
Nice. I mean, you guys will have your hands full in Germany, and the sausages are good.
We're going to what do they call it? Beer Fest. It's right at the end of October.
The beer is good in Germany.
End of October, Beer Fest will be over, but that would be southern Germany. That's Munich, way down.
Okay. There's some sort of beer something while we're there. I can't remember what.
Well, it's Germany. There's always beer. Somewhere.
There's always beer.
I have a question for Tyler and Erica. Since you are a Stihl dealer, okay, do you like taking in the 4-mix engines?
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Oh, yeah.
He does.
Very easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a video, an in-depth one.
Okay, good.
I haven't got to it yet.
I stopped taking the BR 600, 700, and 800. No more.
I understand.
Lose my shirt, man.
Yeah.
And I didn't sell it to them. The dealers around here don't even want to work on the stuff they sell.
We could go on all day about other Stihl dealers, Don.
That could be another. Yeah, you got to watch what you say, but I mean, yeah, I just don't like them on the BR, especially the 800s. I saw so many blown up engines on the BR 800s.
I've got the perfect example. I've got 2 customers that comes here. They're both commercial guys. They both run, doing lawns, doing all kinds of.
Yeah.
One guy is adamant about mixing his own fuel. And one guy is adamant about using Stihl's Moto Mix, the alkylate fuel. The guy that mixes his own fuel is the only one that has issues with a 4-mix.
Oh, really?
What's he mix at? What?
50 to 1. He buys that little shot, for a 5-liter thingy, and
I would let it warm up before he uses it.
I mean, they probably have about 6 or 7 pieces of equipment with 4-mix engines on it, mowers, trimmers. The guy that comes in with issues, and some of them I turned down, said, "Dude, go buy a new one." It's not worth.
You can't charge your hours.
No, and I'm not a dealer, so I don't do warranty. But he comes here, and because I know how to tune a saw, and I know how to tune this, and so they come in and for little things, small services. But the guy with the issues are the guy that mixes his own fuel.
Yeah. Good
One
point.
that uses the Stihl fuel or the alkylate, he never has issues. Yeah, they burn up when they're 3 years old. They've been running hundreds and hundreds of hours. Yeah, they blow up. That's fine.
They need more oil in the gas if you're going to mix it. 50 to 1 is not enough. They need to warm up. Tyler asked them.
Warm up.
Bingo. They really need to warm up.
Yeah. The four mixes, you definitely don't want to use more oil in them. Definitely.
Oh no, we're talking about oil.
No, honestly, if you go online and find one of those representations that shows you how the fuel is circulated in that 4-mix engine before it's burned off, you definitely don't want to use more oil, and you want to use good oil. I mean, brand name oil. Don't ever do anything else. I think it's the ethanol that eats up the plastic crankshaft.
Boss, I was digging through Klaus. I was digging through some old tech documents from Stihl, and we're going back into the 80s, and they were talking about they were having trouble with the oils mixing with ethanol fuels at that time. So I don't know what the updates are on that, but we're going back.
There's no update. Everything has come up to standard. You know, the two-stroke.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, I mean,
the reason I put a bit more oil in the 4-mix, 45 to 1, there's a lot of moving parts that need to be lubricated. Sure, a lot of oil can make it run a bit hotter. There's just so many moving parts. Like the 4-cycle engines that have an oil sump, like the Dalmar and the Honda, they never blow up like that. But you're running in oil, eh?
Yeah. I'm just saying that the passages, if you see the passage holes inside a 4-mix engine,
yes, I've had them apart.
Tiny.
Yes.
And if you mix more fuel, more oil in, it's going to run hotter. It's going to potentially clog up more if you let it sit. It's just the alkylate fuel is made for the 4-mix.
I recommend people just use the canned gas. Don't screw around. Use the canned gas.
Yeah.
But the landscapers don't want to use the canned gas because they're burning through a lot. Eh?
I know. And
they can charge for it.
But the thing is, you're right, Wayne. They can charge for it. Second, you can buy a whole lot of gas for 3 hours in the shop.
Yeah. My next door neighbor has been using our alkylate fuel. We've been selling for 9 years now, and he uses it full time. Has not needed any of his equipment touched, and it starts. If it's the 2-stroke stuff, it doesn't start first pull, but it's going to start within 3. Not like some of these videos where I see after a machine's repaired and they're pulling 10 pulls to get it going.
The guy that comes here, he's got about 3, sometimes 5 employees, depending on season. And his standing orders, and they say, if you run out of Stihl motor mix, don't go and buy pump gas. I don't want to see it in my machines. So come back. I'll give you another can or whatever And he says it's the only thing. It's the only thing. He said sometimes he buys a trimmer, like a bullhorn weed whacker. He'll take it. He'll start it up. He'll run it for 3 years and toss it because it's worn out, and it has never seen the inside of a shop.
That's the better. If you run a landscape company, I mean, it's got 1 million miles on it. You just upgrade after 2-3 years. That's all.
Yeah.
It's a harder thing to do.
But the interesting one is the one that comes here with problems with timing issues, with worn camshafts, with valves that are out of alignment, is the guy that mixes his own fuel.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the cause of it, but it is kind of interesting.
There's the warming up on the 4-mix is very important.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Very.
Most people don't warm them up.
No. I mean, if you run Echoes, I don't know if you noticed, but Echoes, you basically can't full throttle them until they're warm. It's like they resist you.
Yeah.
They go blah, 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 blah,
I
until
prefer-
they're wrong,
yeah.
and then they
Do that again, Klaus.
blah, blah, blah.
But I prefer the real 2-cycle engines, like for blowers and trimmers. That's my preference. I find they're less problematic, easier to work on, quicker diagnoses.
Over here, there's a big issue with companies. There are government requirements for vibrations. So if you're asking people to use a piece of equipment, there are rules for how many amount of vibrations you can expose people to. And since the Formix is basically a 4-stroke engine, it produces a lot less of the harmful vibrations. So companies, cities, government, they all buy this stuff to reduce that vibration.
I didn't know that.
And second, I mean, the torque on a Formix is absolutely fantastic. It is there's no getting around it. And the noise pressure that comes from a machine that's being used, I mean, somebody in my neighborhood starts up a 2-stroke, everybody
It's loud.
gets to enjoy it. A Formix, you'll hear this humming somewhere out there. It's not the same. And a lot of landscapers here are met with noise requirements when they do their work, particularly around the nursing homes, hospitals, all that stuff. Yeah. And the Formix usually doesn't get complaints. And if it does, they go electric. But I like the Formix. I think it's an absolutely fantastic design. I think the people with issues with it is because they're not treating it right. It is a little particular about how it's being warmed up and the fuel it's being exposed to. I've seen people run Formixes for years without service, and they're still perfectly okay. I mean, when I check the valves, they're spot on. I mean, no issue. It never run hot. When you use alkylate fuel, the operating temperature of the engine is lower than when you're using regular gas with ethanol. And maybe that's the reason. I don't know.
I have one. I have a trimmer, a combi that is Formix. It's my personal.
Yeah. I mean, I love them. The only thing that they can be a little annoying because of the rev limiter. It sounds weird when it's like if you're going with a hitch trimmer, it constantly runs on the rev limiter, and it sounds weird. But other than that, it's a great engine to me. But yeah.
But around here in the major cities, like I think Ottawa and Toronto, I think there's laws coming in where you have to use canned gas, and I can see that eventually you'll have to have a battery, electric, and it's for noise pollution.
Yeah,
I think Ottawa has already went that way.
I think so.
Somebody was telling us that like anything they buy new, it's like battery only.
Regardless.
Yeah, most municipalities are switching over completely.
Doesn't matter how much it costs, just battery only.
So all I can say is I've sold a lot of Formix stuff over the years, and failure-wise that I see, nothing really to speak of.
Like not defects, like user error, but
there's always user error.
Exactly.
I can't say I've ever seen a common fault. Now, I've only been selling Stihl since 2017.
You know something we seen a few years ago was a defect for a short time was that tank vent thing. We had a string of
Formix tank vents plugged in.
FS
91s, 131s,
FS 91s,
tank.
And the tank vents were acting up. And
in the anything built, I think it was around 1920. I think in those years.
1920.
No, 18.
I heard that too.
18, 19, 20.
Oh.
They don't make them like that anymore.
Quite advanced back then.
Yeah. We sold an FS 131 to a guy, a good customer, and then he was having issues with it, and there was a local let's say kid, hack kid, whatever you want to call him, just trying to start up like a small engine repair business. So he thought, I'll take it to him and just give him a little bit of business. And this kid replaced the carb, replaced the coil. What else did he do?
Just
A whole bunch of stuff anyways. Charged the guy hundreds of dollars, gave it back to him, and it didn't fix it, obviously. So it ended up back at our place, and it was a tank vent, which was under warranty.
Yep.
And he spent lots of money to get it. I mean, he'll probably not do that again, but
I tell people,
sometimes it's the simple things. Like before you go, and we try to show this in our videos, like before you go throwing carbs and coils and all this, like find the problem first.
Yeah.
Don't
Just fire the parts cannon.
Yeah, that's what people do when they don't know what's wrong or how to diagnose. They just
Guys,
throw parts
you guys
at
are
it.
going to see a video from Tyler in probably a couple weeks, and it's a really good one about, it's a MS461 chainsaw. And it's funny because we put out a video recently about a 461, and a guy from Port Hope, Donnie will know where this is, seen the video, emailed me. He brought his 461 to us, a box of parts, a saw. His buddy had been working on it. He'd been working on it. He was told the saw was toast because one day he walked out to it and it wouldn't start when he pulled it. The saw ended up in pieces with an aftermarket piston cylinder on it. And anyways, you'll see the whole thing. But in the end, that saw had no spark. But it wasn't because of the coil. And that saw ended up just in total pieces over just silliness.
do you know
It
what?
was the parts cannon.
Improper diagnosis.
Someone must have checked spark with the old spark plug against the cylinder.
In daylight.
In
You know
daylight.
what? I tell people, and it's not to be smart, I tell them it's always cheaper if you don't bring it as a puzzle.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay? It's not to be smart. Sometimes people show up literally with a box, a puzzle, a chainsaw puzzle. I don't want it. What's the point? You know, they won't want to pay your time anyways, because
Sure.
the reason it's in a puzzle is because they were too cheap to start with to
Right.
take it to the right guy.
Basket case.
Basket case surcharge.
It's usually problems with those people, I find.
Yeah, no, when they've been previously worked on, it's the absolute worst
There was a
repair.
video. It was a video saw. If
Yeah.
that guy walked in and we weren't doing videos, it would have never been.
So why the saw would start when he dropped it off. So midway through, we called him with kind of an update, and he said, "So why wouldn't?"
Kenny.
He said, "Why wouldn't my saw start?" And we said, "We actually don't know yet." But we said, like, the evidence is all, evidence is gone, right? But by the time we get the saw back together, he takes it outside and tries to start it. He comes back in, spark tests it, no spark. And I said, now we're getting somewhere. And it only took putting the whole thing back together to find out.
Yeah.
But it'll be a good video. Yeah.
Sure.
I'll watch that. It adds to your labor. It adds a lot of labor.
It does.
I think about that quickly, and I try to give somebody even a rough estimate of hours right off the bat so they don't waste my time, because they'll come to your shop with a chainsaw puzzle and they think it's
how much? Yeah.
Or in their mind it's only going to cost $100.
Yeah.
I take deposits on most small equipment because they don't come back, 99% of people. But they have an idea in their head that it's just going to be $100 when it's going to be $400.
That's because it's little.
Yeah.
No, you gotta, if you're in it to make money, you gotta be very, very careful.
But it only took them 20 minutes to take it apart, Donnie. It should only take you, time to put it back.
I had a strange.
You're an expert.
I had a strange one a month ago. Some guy dropped off a Yardworks 30-inch, probably a 2012. Won't start. Pull it. Snowblower, sorry, yeah. Green, nice shape. I'm like, the engine's blown. A PowerMore engine. I've never actually seen one blown up.
Exactly, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
So you
better
called
than
them,
we
you
used to,
said
yeah.
replace the engine. And we're like, are you?
Well, like it was dropped off, and all it was said was it was working, and then it just wouldn't start one day.
I just
and
wanted
the
to-
engine was seized.
Anyway, they ordered a new engine. They were like
Oh,
$1,600. I took a deposit. $1,600 by the end of it. They're expensive.
Wow. Yeah.
Did
I
they
think that-
go for it?
Oh yeah.
Was the engine really blown up, or is that what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Just
No
so
oil.
someone else must have been using it because they were kind of like it was working and then it wasn't, and we're like, your engine is seized and the oil is like fresh, clean, and it was just the whole
Yeah.
thing
oh
was.
yeah.
But
You know
on
what?
the drain was the black oil.
Yeah, the oil drain was black, but
And
the
then it was
dipstick was
clear?
like
So they put
Yeah.
new oil in it.
Yeah.
someone ran a thing out of oil, put oil in it, and then said, "Here's your snowblower back." And
Yes.
No video though. I didn't do a video.
It's hard to do a video of everything when you're in the shop.
if possible, yeah.
Drain,
And it's the one that you just fixed and let go, and then about 2 days later, it's like, oh, I should have filmed
I
it.
just find it weird because in all my years of doing this, I've never replaced a brand new snowblower engine or replaced.
Like most people
It
are
was
just
weird.
like,
No.
well, I quoted them and they said, "Give us a day," and they went and researched new blowers, like what they'd be getting for the money, and they called back and they said, "We like our snowblower, we know it, we just want to fix it."
Mhm.
They didn't want something new, and it was a nice looking blower. It was in good condition.
The PowerMores are expensive. That's all I
How
want to
did
get.
they run it low of oil, I guess, eh?
I think it all leaked out.
Oh.
I think.
You know, I remember a time when the PowerMores came out. I was pretty negative about them, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Another Chinese motor, da.
And you know, the lawnmower engines, like we have, knock
Yeah,
on wood,
They're tough.
we have good luck with them.
They're almost the best snowblower engine because they're way better than Briggs.
Yeah.
Like the only blown up PowerMore that I get is user neglect.
Yep.
Yes.
Whereas the Briggs, you can do everything right, and they'll still blow up. They can't have compressor.
Tillers or blowers.
Disappointing. But those PowerMores, man, they're hard to blow up.
Yeah.
No, when like we're a Cub Cadet dealer, and our low end tractors, like the LT42, we love seeing PowerMore singles on them.
Yep.
One year they put Briggs singles, and we were like, "Oh, this is
We didn't.
it's a disaster."
Out of 10 machines, I had 2 camshafts go in 6 months.
Mhm.
I don't even like doing that job. Like it's just
It bogs the shop down. It's just
Well, if you do warranty, I mean, you don't make money. It's unless if you sold it, yeah, maybe you'll be okay. But if you didn't sell it and you do warranty, yeah, you're not making money.
Yeah, we did it for a while for the home box stores in the area, and it was just a nightmare. I mean, then you're dealing with all those angry customers, and yeah, no thanks.
I did some for some manufacturers, and I quit because it just was not worth the aggravation.
It's not.
And they dictate. Sometimes they dictate your warranty cost.
Exactly. Yep.
And I'm
So
like,
John-
are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah, we're only paying you X amount for this, and nope.
Could have done more working at Walmart.
Yeah.
we did Champion warranty for a short time, and then we decided
no.
like we'll only warranty. So we sell Cub Cadet, Stihl, Echo,
Sure.
and those are the things that we sell them, we'll warranty them. But people call, what's the one we're seeing from Benchmark? You
Oh,
probably
yeah,
see
I
Benchmark
saw
stuff. We don't touch it.
Easy to get parts for though.
Yeah, but we're not doing
It's
warranty.
fine.
Radley, which you see Home Hardware sells something called Radley. I don't know who takes care of that.
A lot of it's coming from the same place that your Benchmark ones come from.
Those certified snowblowers, we
I don't
stay
do
far away from them. Certified
See,
switch mowers.
The yard works at Canadian Tire used to be made by MTD. Okay, now
Mhm.
they're made. Now they're
This
made
is-
by Champion.
This is tricky because you have Yardworks. We had a guy drop off 2 Yardworks snowblowers, and I said, that one's fine, that one's not. And he said, they're both Yardworks. And I said, well, they both say Yardworks,
Not the
but
same.
one's made by MTD. I can get you anything we need for it. And that other one,
Champion.
Champion and
I had machines. I tell machines to good customers, if you're bringing the new yard works, you have to come with your cable that you've already purchased.
yeah.
I don't want that sitting here for 2 months.
How do you find one, right?
Well, last winter you couldn't get parts for most of the winter, and then the machines sit here, and the people call you all upset because they think it's you.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
Look at this.
Call Champion. Call Champion, sit and hold for 3 hours, get your part shipped to your door, and then
I got
guess
so annoyed. I got so annoyed with like it. A lot of it are the people that ruin it for themselves.
Sure.
And I got so annoyed. I said, "Look, if you really want me to work on it, I need a deposit. If I spend an hour on the phone on hold, you got to pay me for that."
Sure. Otherwise, do it yourself.
I say it politely because then it tells you if they're worth taking on or not.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you can make YouTube videos and do better.
Yep.
Oh, we had 4 Canadians up there for a while.
We got about 5 minutes left, people. I know everyone has things to do today. It's limited time. My question was, though, we got the 6 up here. I could only have 10 total in the basement and all that. And I know there are people that want to come up this and that. I mean, do you want to try Restream next time so we could have more? What do you think? Or is 6 okay?
Yeah, 6 is great. And we could do the stream maybe a bit later on the Sunday.
Yeah, yeah.
I think more people will be up.
It was 9 o'clock in the morning for me.
Klaus doesn't like the Restream.
Yeah, Bruce is behind us in the time. I think everyone else was about the same time.
Yeah.
Right? Same with you, Mark?
Yeah, 9 o'clock, which is fine for me. I mean, I'm up at 3 or 4 every morning.
Oh, it wasn't. Yeah. What time is it for you, Martin?
That's the only time I got to do videos, right?
Is it noon for you right now?
11 o'clock.
Oh,
I wish I was that disciplined. I wish I could make videos at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
I'm glad I don't.
Just get out of bed whenever I get up. I come to work and get started.
Yeah, like you run a shop, Martin. So you're like me and Erica. You got to figure out your time to make your videos.
I'm going to pipe up. I'm on the West Coast, right on the ocean, and I'm still on Central Time, guys.
How is that? That's crazy.
Because Mexico angles to the east. The West Coast angles to the east quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm actually east. I'm east of the house. I'm at home.
I thought you were in Alberta, Bruce.
Well, no, I've been in Mexico since January the 5th.
Oh, you're in Mexico.
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice.
That's why all the weird stuff on the wall.
Get a crab in the background.
Yeah.
You didn't get shot up there a month ago, or
No, they handled it so well. There were no tourists. There were no citizens. More tourists killed in that.
Oh, good.
Isn't that unbelievable? And a day and a half or 2 days later, the airport was back open again. They handled it. I can't say it's good, but they handled it as good as they could.
Yeah.
It was intimidating for about a day and a half.
You know what you should do, Bruce? You should go visit a small engine shop in Mexico. And make video.
I go by there, just like you say, Don. They're so busy in there. I don't even. And then there's a language barrier.
Throw them at $20. They'll be happy to do that.
Yeah, quite a few of the guys recognized me down here, which is pretty weird.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
You're that guy. You're that guy. I say, no.
Yeah, they'll think you'll become a target.
You know what? Well,
how many of you guys do get recognized, like shopping or something? Any of you?
Once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure.
had an engineer who started in my company, and he's not even from around here. He's actually, I think he's from Croatia or wherever. But he comes over and he started, nice guy, one of our reliability engineers. He walks in my house and he goes, "You're that guy. Like, you're that small engine guy." And I scared the hell out of me at first. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, he had watched the channel, but there was just, he's like, "You're that guy."
Somebody said to me, "You're famous." I said, "No, I'm well known."
All right, guys, it's 1:59 and change. I'm going to end it here. Donnie, appreciate you coming.
Yeah,
James, everybody in here, everyone that's in the basement, Wayne and Stella and everybody else, Klaus and everybody. We'll definitely do it again. Donnie, with all this scheduling and everything else, your family life, all that stuff, just let me know when you want to do it.
Yeah,
Hi, Chubby.
If anyone else wants to do it, and I could always host for anybody. I don't care. I like doing it. But thanks to all who showed up. Thanks to everyone who asked the questions. If there's anyone out there that wants a question answered, throw it in the comments. There wasn't a ton of questions. I thought there'd be a lot more. Throw a question in the comments, and between all of us, I'm sure we'll get it answered. I could always distribute a question back and forth to one of you guys. But thanks for showing up, everybody.
Thanks,
and
Don.
hit the like on your way out.
It was nice to meet everybody that I haven't met yet.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Donnie.
Yeah, nice.
It's been a
Okay.
pleasure.
Donnie, I'm going to send you an email.
Okay, send me. Maybe we should exchange phone numbers as well.
Yes.
Not live.
And even
I'll
James,
give you a different phone number.
yeah.
that won't
Okay.
go to voicemail.
And same for you, James. If ever you want to connect via text, let me know. Same with you,
That'd be
Mark.
great.
Thanks,
All right, guys. All right, that's it. I'm gonna hit the end stream button.
Thank you, Don.
Have a good day, guys. Thanks again.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
Take care.
We're